What should every driver have in their car? A good flashlight, and one of those little jump starter batteries, which often have a flashlight built in. And of course, a spare tire and a jack. A dash cam. Too many scumbags who will try to ruin your day, plus helps with insurance if there is any damage which is not your fault. Flares. Extra set of clothes. A blanket. A few years ago my husband was driving home from work when he came upon a terrible accident. He mentioned how hard it was to move the injured and dead people until someone stopped who had a blanket, which made it much easier. From then on, we've always traveled with a blanket in the car as well as a first aid kit. A good steering wheel that doesn't whiff out of the window while driving. Proof of registration and insurance. A sexy passenger. If you live in a place where winters can get below freezing, a blanket. It can be the difference between keeping and losing your toes. A tool to cut the seatbelt and break the windows. Usually you can buy a knife at a sporting goods store that has both capabilities. If I've just seen too many movies where the actors just randomly pull on the seatbelt and hit the windows with their hands and then they just end up drowning. So how realistic that shit is, but I feel like one simple $30 knife could go a long way. Shit kit. Wipes, extra underwear, shorts, t-shirt, a pen, gasoline, flashlight, first aid kit, food and water for 3 days, depending on location, weather, etc. Spare tire and jack, change of clothes. Attorney here. I strongly suggest keeping a strong bottle of alcohol in your glove compartment. That way when you are out drunk driving and get pulled over, just pull out that bad boy and start chugging. That way cops won't be able to prove you were drunk before they started. Note: don't actually do this. Also, it's astonishing the number of people who have told me about this life hack and think it is a legitimate trick that would work. Hint: it won't. Tissues. You don't want to wipe that sneeze on your sleeve. A seat. Fire extinguisher, and then hope that you won't ever need it. If you live somewhere with a lot of snow, kitty litter is great for getting your tires unstuck. May even work in mud, but I've never tried it. First aid kit, emergency blanket, engine, flashlight, seats, kidnapped victim, and an extra bottle of formula. Jumper cables, to beat someone with. Registration, insurance, copy of insurance and registration, window breaker tool, ice scraper. If you live in a very cold area, jumper cables, tire iron, car jack with car jack stands, and blanket. Rain jacket, a cheap raincoat you can just pack up into a ball essentially. Also, a good flashlight with batteries and jump starter kit. Trunk monkey, a roll of toilet paper. You never know when you might need it. Umbrella, a hidden bottle of Captain Morgan. Any season. A blanket, for staying warm in winter and for picnics or the beach in the summer. A box of CHEZ. Trust me, a bottle of water. You can use it to fill up your windshield wiper fluid in a pinch. Chapstick, hand lotion, extra clothes, sweater, sneakers, scissors, Sharpie eye, pen and paper, for leaving notes on other people's cars when they park, like at Souls. Checkbook, quarters, flashlight, the seatbelt cutter, window smasher safety thing, a potty with a lid and diapers cut in half to put in the bottom of the potty. No, I'm not joking, you'll thank me later. Winter, hand warmers, snow shovel, ice scraper. Spring, raincoat, umbrella. Summer, bathing suit, sunscreen, bug spray, towel, sand toys. Yeah, my trunk is full of stuff. Full emergency kit, dash-mounted belt cutter, change of clothes, and toiletry kit with toothpaste, toothbrush, and deodorant. Cigarette lighter and charging adapter. When we went to the sea, there was no cigarette lighter with a charging adapter in the car, so we couldn't charge our phones and had to stop at every gas station to use the outlets there, wasting 25 to 30 minutes every half day. A couple of bottles of water in case you get stranded or the car overheats. A roadside emergency kit with first aid, flashlight, flares, jumper cables, and all that stuff. You never know when you'll need it, but you'll be glad AF to have it when it does become necessary. Jumper cables, water flashlights, portable air pump, or whatever those things are called. Blankets, snacks, tools, flares, portable phone charger, blinker fluid, a steering wheel, go-go juice, and a way to transmit that energy into a go-go now. A good co-driver, jumper cables, and a spare tire for sure, preferably inflated. A jack, probably windows. That's a big one for me. A dash cam, a backpack with spare clothes and first aid kit, also a pair of shoes and a pump that connects to my 12V cigarette lighter charger. Also keep my spare tire inflated to the right side. Dash cam, blinker fluid, flashlight, power bank, 12V tire pump, first aid kit, spare clothes and a blanket. Steering wheel for just in case. Steering wheel, a Hitachi wand. A steering wheel, a 1911 chambered in .45 ACP. Bluetooth, am I wrong man shrugging. A dog sitting shotgun to alleviate any road rage. In my city? Extra ammo. Law license, registration, and proof of insurance. Come on now. You know this. Consideration for other drivers. Plastic bags. Your kid tries to hand you his used chewing gum or a snotty tissue? Plastic bag. Kid drank his Yoo-hoo soda too fast and is about to barf? Plastic bag. Some gloves, plastic, rope, cutting utensil, shovel, and lime salt. Air compressor. A water balloon. Never know. A naked woman, a sober driver, a steering wheel, a road atlas, 5 seats, oil, an open beer, a steering wheel, optimally, air, a cute girl, a steering wheel, condoms, face with tears of joy, a steering wheel, 2 things I never travel without. Great tunes and a joint smirking face, someone to provide oral, portable air compressor, jumper cables, and roll of paper towels or microfiber cloths plus cleaning spray. In addition to what everyone else is saying, a portable jump battery and fix a flat which will temporarily patch the tire until you can get to a service place. Pepper spray, only used in an emergency. One of those inexpensive window brake tools. Keep it in your glove box. Seats and a steering wheel. Pedals too if it's a nice car. Sunglasses, definitely your license and a good flashlight. Tools to change a tire. Door handles, seat belt cutter, window breaker in case shit happens. A brain that is paying attention to driving. A knife and a lighter. In my car, jumper cables, a rechargeable battery starter, a jack and spare tire, and a portable 12V tire inflator. Fix a flat machine. If you live somewhere with dangerous winters like I did in Montana for a few years, you need a week's worth of canned food, and lots of extra blankets in your car in case you become stranded in the snow. Copies of your lease agreement or other important auto-related documentation. Chances are likely, you'll misplace these in your home. A little cash and a handful of quarters. And a change of clothes in case you shit your pants on the go. Towels or blankets. Tourniquets. I'd also add on basic medical and trauma supplies, but start with the essentials. If not killed outright in a crash, the bleeding will be one of the first things to get you. Less than 2 minutes if your limb is amputated. Learn how to apply a tourniquet to others, and yourself, one-handed. Pack 2 in the glove box, in case multiple people are injured, or the first TQ applied doesn't stop the bleeding. This may not be relevant for crashes, but the leading cause of preventable death on the modern battlefield is catastrophic hemorrhage. Fire extinguisher, blanket, and a first aid kit. First aid kit and a gun. Cup phone. Jumper cables just in case. A seat and steering wheel. Plastic bags, in case one of your passengers gets sick. Cleaning vomit out of a car is rough. A steering wheel. Gloves, in case you have to help wounded people. The ability to not drive it into things. A map, a flashlight, and a blanket.